Florence Scovel Shinn once wrote, "Man's supply is inexhaustible and unfailing when fully trusted, but faith and trust must precede the demonstration. According to your faith be it done unto you." Faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen. For faith holds the vision steady, and adverse pictures are dissolved and dissipated, and in due season we shall reap if we faint not. Great advice from the legendary Florence Scovel Shinn. So let's dive right in. So why is man's supply inexhaustible? Well, it comes from knowing that God is our supply, not the circumstances, not the economy, not the dating pool, not the job market. It's God. And why this matters is that God has the ability to create something out of nothing. So we can be tempted to lose faith and lose trust and give up and be discouraged because we just see what's currently around us, what's currently in the environment, what the conditions currently are. This is what the job market looks like. This is what the dating pool looks like. This is what the promotion opportunity looks like. This is what the financial situation looks like. And sometimes it's pretty bleak. But when you trust that God is your supply, you trust that God is able to create. He's the ultimate creator. He can create something out of nothing. He can make things happen. And so you have that trust. You can see what you see. You can know what you know, and know that God is your supply. I'm going to say something in Hebrew right now for you. So it's actually Genesis 1:1. I learned how to say it in Hebrew. So it says, Bereshit bara Elohim hashamayim haaretz. So that actually translates to, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. So in the beginning, God created is Bereshit bara Elohim. So Elohim is God, bara is to create, and Bereshit means in the beginning. So the word bara is not just to create in general. It's not like you're taking like clay and molding it to something else. Because that does happen in Genesis 2, but they use a different word in Hebrew for that. The word bara means to create something out of nothing. So you don't have a block of wood that you carve to make a bowl. You don't have clay that you mold to create a statue. No, you have nothing and you create. So when we work with God, that's the kind of power we access. The bara, the bara. So the something out of nothing. And so that's what you can trust on. That's what you can have faith in. And that's why you don't have to give up hope no matter how bleak it looks. Because when you trust that God is your supply, you're now opening a world of magic, a world of opportunity, a world of possibility, a world where anything is possible. And Florence is adamant that God is on your side and that God dreams bigger dreams than you will ever dream for yourself. Because, as she says, God wants to usher in a golden age for you. God wants you to have more than just your needs met. God wants you to have plenty. And if this is the God that we have, and this God can create something out of absolutely nothing, then you know that God is your supply. And so you can stand there and have trust and have faith And then that is what precedes the demonstration. Because according to your faith, will it be done to you? And faith is what's going to hold your vision steady. That trust is what's going to hold that vision steady. So you have a desire for something. When you have that trust and you have that faith in God that God's going to pull through, you can hold that vision steady and dissolve all the adverse pictures and dissipate them. Everything that says that you can't do this, that it'll never happen, that you're unworthy, that you're not good enough, that it will never happen for you. All of that can just roll off of you and dissolve into its native nothingness, as Florence likes to say. And the result is that we hold our vision steady and we have immense trust, and in due season, in due time, we shall reap if we faint not. Just so it's very important to hold that trust and faith. And the way to do that is to remember why you're going to get it. Your supply is coming directly from God, and this God is powerful. It's a Bereshit, bara, Elohim, that God can create something out of nothing. Absolutely nothing. And so if you feel like you have nothing and are nothing, it's perfect. God can totally work with that. And when you know this kind of power, when you believe in this kind of power, then you will have that faith and you will have that trust. Florence wrote these words way back when, like 100 years ago. She was an amazing metaphysical teacher, and she wrote the book, The Game of Life and How to Play It, which is where this passage is from. I think it's so worthwhile to still study her teachings because they are legend, they are good, and they still work. They still have immense wisdom, and it's really beneficial to do a deep dive, learn what she says, and actually implement it. It can actually change your life. She wrote many other books too. They have cool names like The Power of the Spoken Word and Your Word is Your Wand, and so on. So that's what this channel is all about. I just do deep dives into her work and bring up great quotes and chat about them. So if you like this kind of thing, if you want to be reminded of what she says or introduced to more ideas, then please subscribe to my channel. If you have a comment for me, if you have questions, thoughts, something, just let me know. Leave a comment and I will see and I really will reply. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know. So as always, I thank you so much for listening, and I will see you next time.